Okay. It's now 7:01 p.m. by my timepiece, and I'd like to begin the regular meeting of the Watertown Police Commission for Wednesday, December 13th, 2023. And at this time, we will do roll call. Arnold Barnum,
John Russ,
Robert McCarthy.
David Genetti, and we have Deputy Chief Dominguez with us. And at this time, I would like to make Commissioners Bruno and Russ regular members of the commission so we can have a forum. And at this time, we will go to item number 3, public participation. Members of the public who would like to speak?
Yeah, I would. Do I need to go over there? Should I go over there?
What's best for her to be heard?
There's fine, just normal, just state your name and address, because we can still see you there.
I want to make sure that she's heard.
Okay, Catherine Camera, 31 Cottage Place. I know, Phil. So I've been thinking about something that in the past has happened, because at the last planning and zoning meeting, or actually through the hearing of the last zoning change, people were clapping. They were allowed to clap. They kind of reacted throughout. Yet there was no police officer. However, when the Steely property went through, we had to have a police presence, and we were told we couldn't clap. You know, we were threatened to be thrown out. Also at a meeting of the town council months back, when I was speaking, I was threatened. I think they shut my mic off, and then I really can't understand why the chairman felt threatened, because I was talking. I was maybe being boisterous, but there was a threat there. But my issue is I'm finding out that if you have a police presence at a meeting and they remove you, they have to arrest you. I don't know if that's true or not. They have to charge you with something if they remove you from a meeting. My concern is, I don't know what, I don't think we want that. And I don't know what the charge would be for, disorderly conduct, but I don't think it would be a really good thing for the town to do that to a resident. So if it's already known that that's what you have to do, then my question is, why are we having the police presence? Is it to intimidate public? I'm just putting that out to you all, because it's not a good look. It's not a good thing. And if it was to happen, especially if it was to happen to me, and you all would know this, I would not take it lightly. So, this is what I'm finding out from someone else. I didn't do the research on it. So this is what I'm hearing. I'm just putting it out there so that maybe it can be looked at as the police commission as to what actually is appropriate or not appropriate if you have police at a meeting and if they remove someone. What would happen in that? So I just wanted to bring that up.
in the past, police officer was only at a council meeting and to request the chairperson.
But the question is, what if they ask them to remove someone? What is the protocol on that? And what,
I can recall,
they did remove someone years ago.
Mr. Sullivan.
Correct.
He's
Joe
a,
Sullivan.
and they didn't arrest him, they just escorted him out
Correct.
because the chairperson did not want to answer the question. That's all.
Yes, but what I'm saying is, if they remove you, if they don't arrest you, you can make a claim because they're physically removing you. That's what I'm understanding this to be. I could be wrong. So it's something.
I'll let the chief.
So I would say every situation is gonna be different. There's gonna be no 100% in every situation. The only arrest that we are mandated to make is a domestic violence arrest. If there is probable cause, we have to then make the arrest. There are many situations where it would rise to level of probable cause, but there is a discretion to not make an arrest. So if you had to be removed, not you particularly, a person had to be removed because it was a disorderly, right? And it's a public place and they're causing a disturbance, the police could ask you to leave. The person complies, leaves, and it doesn't need to be an arrest. I would say you can change that in 1,000 different what if scenarios, which would change the outcome of an arrest, but there, to my knowledge, and I can look up. I don't even know where I would look to be, it's for if there was something specific to a meeting, but the laws don't necessarily, work that way, the criminal laws, it would be. If there's probable cause, we could make an arrest, do we have to make an arrest? No, the only things that are mandated are domestic violence.
Okay, so I will just double check with this person,
Yeah,
where they
and
got that information, maybe it was particular to a meeting. That's what I don't know, but
Okay,
if I find something, I'll let
Absolutely.
you know.
absolutely,
Okay, thank you.
yes,
Thank you for your concern, and I believe Commissioner Ross is right. It's usually the chairperson of the whatever commission is meeting that will make a request to the police department. I don't think the police department just assigns a police officer unless they know that there's going to be maybe a large crowd or there's social media postings that there's going to be a problem there.
Mhm.
Otherwise, it's at the request of the chairman.
yeah, it would be at the request, and if it's a topic that might bring adversarial opinions. From two different sides, potentially we would be there, but we're usually requested, we don't normally go.
Mhm.
At town council, we go, because we're usually on the agenda.
Right.
So,
Right,
Does that answer your question?
yeah, well, we'll look at it a little further as far as on my side, as
absolutely.
to what I was told, so. Anyway, that's great, thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate your concern. Anyone else for public participation? Anyone else for public participation? Our last request for public participation. Okay, we'll move on to approval of the September 13th, 2023 minutes and the November 8th, 2023 regular meeting minutes. If you recall, the September 13th, 2023 minutes were not approved at the time. There needed to be a few corrections made. Those corrections have been made based on a request from Chairman Tinetti. I was not at that meeting, but if somebody can, we'll start with the September 2023 minutes, if somebody can make a
We'll make
motion
a
to
motion
approve.
that we approve the September 13th, 2023 meeting.
Motion has been made and seconded.
Perfect.
Okay, discussion. All in favor? Opposed? And I'll abstain from that. And then also I'll take a motion to approve the November 8th, 2023 regular meeting minutes.
November 8th, 2023.
Yes,
Make a motion that we approve.
motion has been made to approve the November 2023 minutes.
I'll second it, Robert McCarthy.
Second has been made. Discussion. All in favor?
I'm
Aye.
abstaining.
Opposed, abstained, and one abstention from Chairman Bruno. Thank you. Next item on the agenda is correspondence. Deputy Chief, I believe we have the one regarding parking concerns at Taft Circle.
We have another one that came in, if you wanna read it into the chief that provided this, or I read it, so this is the one that came into him about, an additional.
I will take a motion to add to item number 5, the correspondence from Lisa Carafa. It reads, "Good morning, Mr. Ramo. I hope this email finds you well. I am writing as a concerned resident who resides on Barnes Road, Watertown. I feel it would be beneficial to look into placing a stop sign on Bunker Hill at Barnes Road, as residents on the road cannot see oncoming traffic pulling onto Barnes Road from the left side, nor can we see pulling out of Barnes Road. I have now witnessed 2 minor accidents in this location, but nonetheless accidents. I look forward to hearing from you soon, Lisa Carafa." And I'll take a motion to add that to item 5B on the agenda.
Motion, Carmen.
Motion has been made. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion been made and seconded. Is there discussion?
That
Oh.
there's where it comes out, Burns Road and Bunker Hill is on top of a hill.
Correct.
Is there really any kind of a site restriction?
So, the chief and I went up there today, when it really is that both sides of Bunker Hill come up to almost a point. We don't know if a stop sign would be the best thing, because as you're coming up, to have a stop sign right there would potentially cause more issues. But there is some, we would recommend the commission going and looking and potentially putting some intersection ahead signs, something to let individuals know as they're coming up the hill that there is going to be an intersection. The other thing is the yellow stripe lines, usually at an intersection, they're not there, so to visually let you know that there's a street. The yellow lines almost continue into the intersection to where that street is, so it's not a visual, you're almost at the intersection and then it's open. So I would maybe suggest removing the yellow lines just a little bit further on either side so that you can see that there's a break in the yellow, double yellow line to indicate an intersection. But from us driving up there, we wouldn't necessarily recommend a stop sign, but we would recommend something, because it is, you all of a sudden you're at that top of the hill, there's a street.
Yeah.
Can I just stop you for a second there? So the discussion is just on the motion. We'll discuss the issue when we get to the item. So there's,
Sorry.
that's okay. It's a discussion on the motion, so. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? The motion passes. Okay.
And I'll stay, those, they have the yellow signs,
Hold on one second. Let's go to correspondence 5A, Taft Circle parking concerns, and then we'll get to the Barnes Road Bunker Hill issue. Deputy Chief, can you speak to the concerns on Taft Circle?
Yes. Taft Circle, when you would turn onto Taft Circle, it's a cul-de-sac. The left side of the road is already no parking, so it's already signaged all the way for no parking. The right side of the road does allow parking. We would not recommend to sign both sides because there does need to be parking. What we would recommend is to do no parking here to corner when you turn on to Taft Circle. Just what we're noticing is that when they do line the street, that is okay to park. They're parking within the 25 feet of a stop sign or the intersection, which is illegal anyway, but just another reminder that you can't park here. So that would be our recommendation. And obviously we continue to work with TAF, but as far as that, just no parking here to corner at the bottom of the road.
Did someone complain?
We did get correspondence complaining about when there's athletic events that the street is lined
From
and
a neighbor on the street?
yes,
I think it's a long time complaint.
yes.
You have to tell the name of the neighbor, or you take it in and you don't tell us the name of the neighbor?
I think it was on the last, we sent it, actually I might have 6 on.
Well, it doesn't matter, you know.
Yeah, the neighbor's complaining to the commission.
Yeah, what's the name?
It's not a problem.
Yeah, it might have been out.
I don't have the name.
It's funny when they have events at the field house there, that they have parking and they, I went up and looked, they live right in that neighborhood, but I went up and looked at it, I know what you're talking about.
Right,
It's only like 8 houses on Taft Circle.
yes.
Yeah.
And they normally hire a police officer, so it is also possible on those events to go up there and to issue enforcement if that's something that we want to do to make sure that they're complying with the no parking on the left side of the road, but able to park on the right.
Right, yeah.
Chief, is this no parking here to corner will be from Taft Circle extending to Curtis Town Road?
Yes. So kind of what's backwards.
So I'll take a motion to institute no parking from here to corner sign on Taft Circle at its intersection with Guernsey Town Road.
They'll move.
Motion has been made. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion has been made and second. Discussion on the motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Motion passes unanimously. Okay, now I'll go to item 5B on correspondence, Barnes Road, Bunker Hill. Stop signs. So Chief, you're saying that the main issue there is that the yellow lines are actually extending from Barnes Road onto Bunker Hill, which
So this is Bunker Hill. This over here is Barnes. So this would be the intersection. The double yellow line coming both ways
Goes too far.
goes too far, especially coming this way. You don't see this break. So if we could break it a little bit back here and then make sure it's broken here, as you were coming up either way, you would notice that there's a break in the double yellow line, which should indicate to the driver that an intersection is coming up. But then also maybe we put some signage on the side of the road with saying intersection ahead. Or put it on the road, or however you feel that would be sufficient to do, just to make drivers aware. There is a stop sign at the road that's over here, which came after a significant motor vehicle accident, maybe back in, I guess, maybe the chief said 2008. But having a stop sign coming up here, I think it's gonna cause more issues because it's really at the tip of the crest of the hill.
That's a difficult area. So there is a stop sign here on Barnes Road.
There's a stop sign here on Barnes, correct?
Okay.
But when they go to come out, it's almost like there's a dip in the road when you're looking down to your left, that if someone is on that, it's blind for that driver on Barnes to be able to see. But if you're not, I feel we're gonna potentially have rear ends where people aren't gonna expect this stop sign, so we need some other signage would better fit the situation here.
On state roads, they always put that yellow sign up straight ahead with a bar showing the road or the intersection.
Not necessarily because it's a minor intersection, it's not one a major intersection where it would have two lanes where it would say that, but I'm sure there's something that if you would choose to put up to make it known that there's an intersection ahead, or even just the words intersection ahead, or we can look up some
Some kind of sign.
language.
I know, I always observe looking for a road, I look for those signs on state roads that, yeah, there's a road coming up, maybe it's the one I'm looking for.
Right,
That's why I said, it's probably be a good idea.
That section of Bunker Hill is difficult because of the
Well, they
steep hills.
they crank it pretty good over there on those hills because they don't wanna use their brakes, they just slide.
Well, it's a roller coaster ride.
Yeah,
3 roller coaster rides. All right, so let's move that to the January agenda for. We'll move it to old business, and that'll give time for everyone on the commission to perhaps go up to Bunker Hill and Barnes Road, take a look at the intersection. And that we can have an informed decision, and then the public will have some time to consider. Anyone who lives in that area to come and have public participation on the matter. Okay, so item number 6, new business, we have none. We'll move on to item number 7, old business. There is a new business, I have none here, so let's see. Okay, that's correct. That was added. All right, so the calendar dates. So under new business 6A, discussion and possible action regarding the police commission regular meeting dates for calendar year 2024. And we have the dates here for everyone to review.
these are choosy house email.
So everyone should have received this. The email, it's still at the second Wednesday of every month, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's on the email.
Commissioners can review that, and then I'll take a motion to approve those dates for our 2024 meetings.
I think.
I'm just gonna jot these down real quick in case I
I'm gonna take a picture with your phone.
misplace the, the old school.
I have Patrice every email if
No. We have so many emails.
It did go out.
Yeah, I remember seeing it. I used to, because if I don't let my wife know about these,
Big trouble.
we have a trouble. And,
It's always like Wednesday of the month anyway.
yeah. Yeah, okay.
And we really don't have much of a choice on the dates.
Do you,
So I'll take a motion to approve the meeting dates for 2024 Police Commission.
so,
The motion has been made. Is there a second?
second, Carmine.
Motion made, second, discussion on the motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, motion passes. Thank you. Anything else on new business?
no.
Okay. So item number 7 under old business 7A. Deputy Chief, is there an update on the DOT action regarding flashing beacon sign on Woodbury Road just prior to the intersection with Wolfville Road?
No,
Okay.
no correspondence from DOT.
Nothing new from the state, okay. And then item 7B, possible action regarding a no parking area on Commercial Street. Deputy Chief, do you mind just giving just a brief description of what you're looking for up there? I know there's issues with trucks parking and creates a traffic issue.
So Commercial Street, we're seeing, especially overnight, where there the trailers to trucks are being left. There were some campers being left, many unregistered vehicles, so we've been cleaning it up. We went up there today and it actually looks very, very good. Nothing was kind of parked there, and the winter parking ban always also helps us, at least for the overnight. But what we would like to propose, here are 2 signs that the chief would like to, his recommendations. It would say no truck or trailer parking, and then also no overnight parking, and then unauthorized vehicles would be towed. And his idea is to have them on a post on top of each other so that they would all be in the same place. And then, I do think that the current enforcement that we're doing, is working, and individuals are understanding that this is not a place to dump, you know, the trailers and the car carriers, and it really makes it for it, the road is wide enough during the day, but as you have all these parked here for a long period of time and then you're trying to get cars down, it does make it very congested, and there's big vehicles during the day trying to get to the dealerships that need to do business.
Especially if an emergency vehicle had to get up to the.
Yeah.
Were these people were in those businesses there, or these trucks for those businesses? I don't know if they went and looked, but were they people just parking and leaving and going away?
Yeah, so people park in there maybe because, you know, they
And where to park that big truck?
exactly, and it's a wide area, so, you know.
A lot of TTs.
Yes, but the only the half of it, not the front, you know, not the cab, yeah.
Not the cab.
What the tractor trailers do is they look for a place to park their trailer, then they take the truck and go home.
Right,
Because they can't park the trailer in the driveway.
right.
No, in the Stop and Shop at the old Kmart Plaza, allow overnight parking?
I don't know.
No.
I don't think so.
This is an issue that's been going on for years on Commercial Street. It's hard to tell where these tractors and trailers, if they're actually doing business on the street or not, but I get the sense that folks living in town who operate a truck, large truck, tractor trailer have figured out that they can park over there, and people normally don't say anything about it, but
Especially.
it's gotten to the point where it's very hard to travel. Yeah, because I can even make a motion on it. So, Deputy Chief, we're looking for 2 separate signs. I'm looking
Correct.
for 2 separate signs
On one pole.
On one pole.
on one pole,
One motion for both,
please.
pass a motion to put both of these no parking signs on the same pole on the area of a Commercial Street.
Right.
That's a question.
Can you just read both?
So the first one says, no truck or trailer parking with the symbol of no truck, and no overnight parking. Unauthorized vehicle towed at vehicle owner's expense with also a symbol indicating the towing.
Okay, motion's been made. Is there a second?
That's not enough.
Now, a second discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Motion passes. Thank you.
Can I keep-
Sure.
Just in case it comes up, I'll show them this is what I motioned on.
We'll move on to item number 8, Chairman's report. As you know, Chairman Antonetti is not here tonight, he's still recovering. And he wishes everyone a safe and joyful new year. Item number 9 is the police chief's monthly report. Deputy Chief.
So this packet was emailed, but I will read into the minutes the actual chief's report like he does monthly. The Watertown Police Department has applied for a $60,000 grant through the Department of Transportation to address speed enforcement in the town of Watertown. $20,000 of this grant can be utilized to purchase speed measuring equipment such as laser guns, radar units, and speed radar signs. The Watertown Police Department's sworn ranks will be fully staffed as of this Monday, December 18th, when a lateral hire will begin employment. We will be at 42 out of 42.
Nice.
Very exciting, yes.
Yeah.
Our school resource officers have once again began organizing Youth Police Academy, which will begin next month and it will run for 8 weeks. Attendees will learn various aspects of police work, and these academies are a great way for our officers to interact with our youth in a positive environment. A Citizens Police Academy is being planned and it's anticipated to start in early February, and that also will run for 8 weeks. Our patrol division has been proactively enforcing the parking ban on Watertown roadways. During the last week of November, our midnight shift police parking ban friendly reminders on dozens of vehicles, and since December 1st, the patrol division has investigated 73 vehicles parked in violation of the ban, issuing either warnings or parking tickets for any repeat offenders. The Wilson Street Bridge will be opened temporarily on Friday. It will be opened until the spring, and then it will have to be shut back down to continue the work. Temporarily, they will be putting an all-way stop sign at that three-way intersection, and that is something that they will come to the commission when it's done to see if we want it to be a permanent three-way stop as we kind of see over the winter months. And then the chief also wants to wish a happy holidays from the Watertown Police Department.
Thank you so much. Any questions for the deputy chief on the chief's monthly report? And deputy, I'd like to present at either the youth police academy or the citizens police academy from as a member of the police commission.
Absolutely.
If you want to give me a half hour or an hour,
Okay.
maybe Commissioner Brenner will join me.
I'll join you, yeah.
Just as members of the police commission,
Okay.
so we'll get an understanding of what we do. And the number 10 is criminal. Take a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion has been made. Is there a second? Discussion. All in favor? Opposed, abstained. We are adjourned.